Hello guys, it's me, Natalie Lorraine, and welcome to my first Collective Topic Friday. So I'm excited, and I have set out my cards just in case I need to pull them in reference. I'm going to start with one card, and that's going to help me frame the message for today. So Spirit, what do you have for the collective today? I have an idea, but let's see. Card, give me confirmation. That's how it always goes. I hope you guys are doing well. As always, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and most importantly, comment below and tell me how you feel about this collective topic and some topics that you would like for me to cover in the following weeks. I'm going to pull two cards. First card I got was renewal. Well, dang. Alright. That was confirmation. Alright, I'm going to talk to you guys today about journeying into the next stage of your life. This season that we're stepping into now, as of the solar eclipse, is really transforming the collective. And because of that, I want you guys to all be equipped with the right tools in order for you to navigate successfully. The two cards I got was renewal and perspective. So I want to say the first thing that's important for you guys to know is that your higher power loves you, whether that's God, whether that's the universe, whatever source you look to as far as guidance, they or it or she, they love you and they want the best for you. And I know sometimes in this world it feels like we see a lot of things that contradict that on a daily basis. And I would say the biggest thing that you need to tame in order to really transform yourself is your ego. Now, the biggest tool that I would say as far as taming your ego is meditation. I am not the best meditator, but I do know how to do it. And I would say that when you quiet your mind, a lot of information comes through. And that has held true for so many things in my life. And I'm sure in your life, like sometimes when we're like riding in the car, you know how you just, maybe you had a long day at work or you're on your way to work and you just feel like you don't want to listen to nothing. You just want complete silence. And you know how you kind of get those thoughts of creativity or clarity or whatever in that complete silence? That's meditation. It's when you remove all outside distractions and really allow for messages to come through. I know what I've been doing for a while now is listening to binaural beats at night or throughout the day, like when I take a nap. And there's so many of them on YouTube, and they have different hertz, and each like pitch essentially is supposed to help with a different chakra or help with a different topic. So look those up. And also guided meditations. At first I didn't like them because they just seemed a little too busy in my head, and I wanted to do the thinking myself. But what I found is that you just kind of have to find the right voice that you want to hear, and I've found a couple of them, and that really helps. And it doesn't have to be long. Your meditation does not have to be an hour where you're like sitting like, you know, that style. I forgot the name of the pose, and you're like this or anything. Like, you don't have to do all that. I know for me, I like, for the most part, that pose, like crossing my crisscross applesauce like we did in school, that kind of hurts my hips a little bit. So a lot of times I just lay back on my bed, and that normally helps me. That doesn't necessarily, the whole point of that pose, traditional crisscross pose, is to align your chakras. I get that, but I don't do that, and I lay down flat on my bed, or I have my legs bent on my bed like that. It depends on how I'm feeling that day. And I listen to guided meditations, and I try to listen to at least 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes at night before bed. And I try to pick, different messages and whatnot. And that has helped me tremendously. What's another thing? Oh, water. I know it sounds counterproductive. When you guys are trying to make a change or renew your life and look at it with a different and fresh perspective, it is important to up your water intake. That is one of the easiest things for you to do to help kind of tap into your higher self, because our body is already 80% water, and we need to constantly keep replenishing that. And with water, when you think of the ocean and look how it flows and all that has a lot to do with how water affects is water. My word, sorry. Water is all about emotion and life force. So the more water that you drink I would say, the more in tune with life itself you are. That's how I view it. So make sure you're drinking your water, and it also helps with because water also helps unblock your pineal gland and your chakras and all that. It's pure. Water is pure. Now I know there's a whole bunch of stuff in our water and whatnot. Probably not drinking the cleanest water from the Mayan springs or something like that, but you do the best that you can with what you have. So start with that. I typically suggest you drink at least 8 cups. That's what they say. And then I've heard something like you drink half your water weight. So that's what I try to drink. So for me, well, I'm not going to tell my weight, but it's between, let's say, 80 and 100 ounces of water a day. And of course, pace yourself. It's helpful to have this particular cup is 16 ounces, and since I work from home, it's easier for me to just keep refilling this. But if you guys work a typical job, or you have a busier schedule, get your water bottle and fill it up. Another tip is try not to drink super ice cold water. I've noticed that it shocks your system unless you love cold water, and it takes you more time to drink it. So when you have, this is room temperature water, I could probably down this whole well, it's not a whole bunch, but if it was full, I could probably down it at warm room temperature. But when it's cold, I can't do it. So it's just then I don't get the water intake. It takes me longer time periods for me to drink the amount of water that I need. So I would suggest you guys do that. Let's see. Meditation, water. What else we got, Spirit? What else? Keeping your space, your home, sacred. I would say that is another way to help you move into your next stage. I'm a Cancer, and we value our home. That's our safe space. And while I know that not everybody views it onto that, it's not nearly as important as it is to me, but I know most people value their home. Their home is their safe haven. It's just times 3 for me. But make sure that you keep a clean house. They say what's that phrase? A cluttered house equals a cluttered mind. So how you keep your home is normally what's going on in your brain. And if you are constantly cluttered and unfocused and whatnot, you are not going to be able to move to the next step. The next step forces you to be clear and have clarity and discipline. And with cleaning takes discipline. And it doesn't matter whether you clean it or you pay somebody else to clean it. But it also keeps the energy in your house circulating, because if you don't have like things all over the place, and it just, energy can get stagnant in there. Also, make sure that you air out your house. Open your windows. I know it's summertime and it's hot and you want to run the AC. I mean, it's probably a cool 95 degrees in my apartment right now. Um, but for the most part, because it's hot and I'm in a tropical climate, I open the windows at night, and that kind of airs it out. But if you don't have that, you don't feel comfortable, maybe, an hour, um, not an hour a day or hour a week or something, at least the allow for the energy that you have in your house to leave your house and new energy to come in. You can also like sage. Sage is becoming extinct, so I try not to tell people to use too much of that. I use Palo Santo. I would say I like Palo Santo way better than I like sage, because it just smells different. Sage to me smells like weed. I don't smoke weed. No shade on nobody that does. I just don't particularly like the smell myself. Palo Santo smells much better. It smells like it's a wood. So you're burning wood, and it smells like the holidays to me. Like, when you have everybody around the fire and whatnot. And it lasts longer. Like, I have a little stick about this big, and I haven't been burning it regularly, but when I did burn it regularly, that one little stick could last me months. So, and sage, sage lasts a long time too, but it burns faster than the wood does. Let's see. Cleaning, water, meditation. Those are really it, to be quite honest. I think those are the three that we're going to start with. And I know that everybody wants to be their best selves. But it does take time, and it does take discipline. You're not going to get it right perfectly the first time. Honestly, your journey is going to be filled with highs and lows, but don't let that discourage you. Just don't let it discourage you. I want everyone to be successful. I want everyone to live their best lives. I want everyone to be happy. I think happiness is like the one thing that I think that we do things throughout our lives. We get degrees, we get married, we have babies. All of this is to bring happiness in our lives. But the true happiness honestly starts within, and it starts with being in tune and being aligned with your true purpose. So that is all I have for today for the collective topic. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit me up for a personal reading. All of the above. Have a great weekend. Ashe.